Hello everybody, and it is my great pleasure to bring you the 2021 DDNet Game of the Year Awards. We're going to be announcing one per day over much of this month, celebrating the very best and brightest of the video game industry through the year, and it has been an absolutely incredible year indeed. There has almost not been a single week that has gone by without a game that is worth talking about, and we have almost 50 games to award across all of our categories this year, just showing just how much variety and quality and depth there has been in what developers and publishers have been able to put out through very difficult situations. This year we will be giving away 4 awards per category, 2 bronze, 1 silver and 1 gold. It should go without saying which is the top award, that being the gold of course, but don't overlook the others. These are all excellent games that you're going to see over the course of these awards, and we highly recommend that you try each and every single one of them. So with all of that, sit back, relax and enjoy, and allow us to bring you the very best that 2021 has given us. The first bronze medal for our overall Game of the Year goes to the Caligula Effect 2. The Caligula Effect 2 deserves a lot of credit in 3 particular areas. Firstly, the developer did take on all the feedback from the original game, and while this game offers a very similar structure and gameplay system, it has been refined in such a way that it is a much better game now. Similarly, the improved budget on the project is clear, with more detailed art and more interesting environments to explore, so they paid attention to the feedback there as well. Most of all though, the Caligula Effect 2 deserves credit for not forgetting itself. Despite the concept being clearly niche, the developers resisted any urge to compromise on their vision to try and appeal to a more broad audience with this sequel. Instead, what they've done is double down on the thematic intelligence and depth of the game, and in doing so highlighted a level of artistic maturity and integrity that we very rarely see in video games. For that reason, the Caligula Effect 2 is one of the highlights of the year. The second bronze medal for overall Game of the Year goes to Lost Judgment. Lost Judgment is a blockbuster game in terms of its size and scale. It is a full-on cinematic project featuring real-world stars, a rich and vibrant open world, and dozens of hours worth of cutscenes, side quests, vignettes, and locations to visit and explore. This game cuts no corners and is as ambitious and large as any of the other games you would have played this year. What sets Lost Judgment apart from the other AAA games in particular is that it is also interesting, with a noirish plot that is impossible to put down, and that unique blend of thriller for the main narrative and oddball humour for the side quests. The original Judgment was an intriguing little project, or large project as the case was, as a very different take on the same world and dramas as the Yakuza series. Playing as a detective that is nominally on the side of the law was an interesting twist after spending so many years playing as gangsters. Lost Judgment builds on the vision of that first game to deliver something that is everything as good as the best of the Yakuza series. The silver medal for overall Game of the Year goes to Unpacking. You knew that Unpacking was going to be one of these 4 award winners because it has won the most awards of all in this year's DDNet Awards. It has done so for 2 reasons principally. Firstly, it is an absolute delight to play, with the developers having created a unique puzzle experience that is engaging and encouraging of people to think and puzzle through things without being stressful or inaccessible. You don't need to be good at puzzle games to enjoy this one, which is a barrier that a lot of puzzle games struggle to overcome. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, this game taps into an experience that almost all of us share at some stage in our lives. We have all had to move house at some point, and we have all reflected on the possessions that we have that are important to us over a period of years through the various stages in our lives. It might not be a massive epic narrative that Unpacking offers in reflecting on this, but the story that the game shares has an emotional punch to it and helps to elevate it to become one of the best games of the year just for its simple relatability. It's Aussie made too, and we do love seeing the Aussies top the world. The gold medal for overall game of the year, the overall game of the year, is Blue Reflection Second Light. We never thought that we would see another Blue Reflection after what happened to the first one. When Koei Tecmo announced it earlier this year, we were then worried that it would not possibly be able to live up to the original as one of our sentimental favourite games of all time. But then we played Blue Reflection Second Light, and our worries evaporated almost instantly. The game does absolutely everything right. It is gorgeous to look at, with Mel Kishida's character designs being the standout there, as they were with the original. The combat system is a nice improvement in most ways over that original, making the game easier to step into. And the story it shares is so sweet, wholesome, and beautifully earnest. Blue Reflection Second Light might look like a fanservice-y anime set in a school, but that is almost a bait and switch. Once you actually start to play the game, you realize that it is an emotionally uplifting and sweet coming-of-age story with a hugely positive LGBT theme behind it. It was always going to take a lot to eclipse the original Blue Reflection, but the team at Koei Tecmo and Gust have absolutely leapfrogged it.